What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV, bringing you the best of all things gaming Monday to Friday. Back on Black Ops 3 again today. We're looking at another First Look Reticles episode. We're into the second part of the special multiplayer Reticles for the Reflex, Recon, Varix 3, and thermal sights in First Look Reticles. So basically there are 4 special reticles that come after you get 500 kills with any given reticle, and we've already covered the first 2 for all 4 sights that you can put custom reticles on. We're on to the second 2 reticles for each sight. So this is the Reflex Part 2. I'll make sure to link Reflex Part 1 in the comment section, in the description, and in the card in the top right corner. But let's get underway here. We've got the sketched reticle starting off. It's going to take you 500 kills to unlock the challenge, and then you're going to have to get 10 long shot medals while aiming down the sights with the reflex to get the sketched reticle. So it's a pretty cool reticle. It's pretty easy to use. It's straightforward. Obviously it's straightforward. It's very straight up from the bottom. It's not distracting you. There's not stuff all over the reticle. It's just a straight bar, and it's a pencil, and you aim with the tip of the pencil. However, the little graphic thing in the menus is a little bit misleading in that in the menus it's just a pencil and that's it. Whereas when you actually play with it in real life, as you can see in the gameplays here, there's actually like a little break at the end of the pencil, and it's kind of like a little L shape is what you're aiming with, a little blank L shape. It's kind of weird like that. I don't know why that's changed from the menu to the in-game, where it's kind of like the tip of the pencil's broken off or something. It's kind of a little bit weird, but you can still use it. I would recommend that you use this at shorter ranges, actually. Despite it being the reticle that takes long shots to get, it's best used at close ranges, just because that little break at the end of the pencil, as you can see just now, it's just a little bit distracting, especially when you get really long ranges. If you're using it on like a Shiva or something, playing like a Shiva sniper class in hardcore, it can be difficult to use just because it's a little bit distracting, that little tip broken off at the end. It can just throw your aim off a little tiny bit. So I wouldn't recommend that you use this one at longer ranges, even though it's going to take you long shot medals to unlock. Now, to get those long shot medals, like I said, you'll probably want to use a longer range weapon like the Shiva. In hardcore, the Shiva is basically a sniper rifle. It's a one-shot kill across the map, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to get long shots with it than with anything else. I think the Shiva, or if you have the MX Garand unlocked from DLC, even higher damage, longer range weapons like assault rifles and LMGs are going to be your best bet. Just use weapons that you can get one-shot kills in hardcore with across the map. It's going to be your easiest way to get your 10 long shot medals the fastest. The next reticle that we're looking at now is going to be the Bummer reticle, and it is the final reflex reticle, requiring 500 kills to unlock the challenge, and then 10 bloodthirsties. So bloodthirsty medals being 5 kills without dying, and then you have to do that 10 times. So that would be 5 times 50 kills without dying, essentially. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to get a bloodthirsty medal while aiming down the reflex sight or anything like that. All you have to do is get 5 kills before you die. You don't need to get 5 kills in a row. You can get kills in between with other weapons. You don't need to worry about that sort of thing. It's as long as you get 5 kills while aiming down this sight in a life, you're going to get 1 out of the 10 completed. It's very easy to do. You'll have this reticle probably pretty quick, especially because it's just a reflex sight. It's nothing crazy like the thermal that it can be a little hard to use. The thermal sight, reflex, very easy to use. You're going to actually just naturally put this sight on some guns in the game, and it's just going to be easy for you to unlock. Now, the Bummer reticle is obviously a more aesthetical one. It's not very practical. It's a smiley face. Well, it's a frowny face, I guess. And it's kind of purple or pinkish. It kind of blends into a lot of things on some maps. It's going to be hard to aim with. There's not a central point that you can actually pinpoint where your enemies are. It's kind of like where the nose would be. If this little guy had a nose, that's where you're aiming, and that can be a little bit distracting to try and get your shot on, again, if you're shooting at enemies at longer ranges and stuff. So this is another reticle that you just kind of put on just to be like, haha, I killed you, and look at my funny reticle that I have while I killed you. So it is another aesthetical kind of thing. It's just for looks. But it is pretty cool. I like the smiley face ones. The smiley face ones go all the way back to Call of Duty Black Ops 1, so there's that nostalgia factor in using the bummer reticle and using the other reticles that you'll find that come up across the other sites. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe for more daily gaming goodness. I am hoping to get a Battlefield 4 video out this week talking about my Battlefield 1 wish list, and we're probably going to get into that Argus and XM53 dual golden weapon review very, very soon. I want to get that tier 4 of golden weapon reviews just covered completely this week. And like I said, there's 2 more days of content, and I missed a day last week on Friday, so we are going to be doing an extra video on one of these days. So make sure you're staying tuned. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.